Right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go then. It is time to get ourselves ready for some qualifying action here in Canada. But of course, as always, we will have to bear face to the Wheel of Doom, first of all, to decide what our challenge will be. Let's quickly assign our components real quick first, and then we will jump over to the wheel and see what fate it has for us in today's Grand Prix. We'll put all these back to number 2. The Wheel of Doom, yep. I mean, it's already looking quite, you know, doomful in qualifying here with the full wet qualies, so the wheel is going to spice up even further, I think. I think that's safe to say. All right, there we go. Right, here we go. Let's bring up the Wheel of Doom and see what it has ready for us in today's Grand Prix. Let me make sure all these are on correctly. Yes, they are indeed. Right, so last time out, obviously, in the Spanish Grand Prix, we had to start 3 laps down on fuel, which was actually quite tricky to do. Spain was actually quite a tricky race to try and really do quite a lot of LICO. But we did get it done in the end. It was a little bit trickier than expected, but we did beat that challenge. And now we will have a brand new challenge for today's Canadian Grand Prix. So let's give it a good old shuffle. And let's give it a spin to see what we'll be doing for today's Grand Prix. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. For the Canadian Grand Prix, we will be doing a forced 3-stopper. That is applicable as well because it's not a sprint weekend. So we have to do a 3-stop in today's race. To be fair, Canada's probably not too bad to do a 3-stopper in. If this was like, I don't know, a shorter race like Belgium or something like that, or Saudi Arabia maybe, that would be a little bit tricky. Or maybe a track that's a long pit lane like Silverstone. But in Canada, that probably isn't too bad, is it? Imola would have been bad. Yeah, Imola wouldn't have been nice with it either. But I do think what makes this a little bit more awkward, though, is that weather. So we have to try and navigate a 3-stop strategy with that weather coming in. So I wonder, do we start on softs, go mediums, inters, then mediums? Or maybe, yeah, maybe medium, a double medium into softs? This does make it a little bit awkward, doesn't it? But I think that rain in a way might help it. Possibly. It's Canada, it's a 2-stop track, plus 1 stop, plus 1 won't hurt. Well, it might hurt a little bit. It's obviously not like a stupidly long pit lane here, so it's not too bad, but we're going to make sure we balance all out fairly so that it's not too problematic. Interesting. Okay, so that'll be our challenge today, ladies and gentlemen. We have to try and attempt, well, not even try, we have to do a 3-stop. We are not allowed to do 1 stop more. We are not allowed to do 1 stop less. If we do that, we fail the challenge, which means we'll have to basically DNF or DSQ ourselves in a way from the results. So, yeah, okay. Right. I think everything's basically set up and ready to go there. So, let's jump over to here. Let's turn the in-game music on as well. And let's get ourselves ready for some qualifying action here in Canada then. All right, here we go. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Quali time here in Montreal. We are expecting a full wet quali session for today's quali session as well, which is going to be very, very tricky. It's going to be very heavy rain to the start, and then it should ease up as the qualifying goes on. But yeah, the race can be very interesting with that 3-stop strategy. But for now, let's focus on qualifying and see what we can do. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get underway for qualifying here in Canada. Let's do this. What's the challenge? We have to do a 3-stop strategy today. It's a forced 3-stopper. If a mod could pin a message real quick saying what the challenge is, that'd be appreciated. Looks pretty damp out here, to be fair. Looks pretty damp. All right. I don't know if we'll be going straight to wet tires or if we can use inters. It looks like the wets might bolted on. Yeah, they are. Interesting, okay. So I'll be starting off on the wet tire. I don't think I'll be too long on the wet tire today. Let's load up our Canada setup. We will leave the setup on a dry setup for now, but I think I might up the wing a little bit just for the qualifying. We'll have to remember to bring that back down for the Grand Prix, obviously. So, let's put a little bit more fuel in the car as well, so we can do a couple extra laps. 5.4 should be good. All right. Let's get out there on the wet tires. Let's see what we can do. This is going to be very interesting for qualifying here. Do 20 push-ups. I can't even do 10. But it starts as a go, mate. Like it's a wet race? Yeah, kind of. There's only like a little bit of rain when it hits. There's just like a spontaneous segment of light rain. So, honestly, like there is a possibility we might not even pit when the rain actually hits, but who knows? Let's just up the audio in the game a little bit too. There we go. That's why it's a forfeit. Now, if we fail the challenge, we have to essentially DSQ ourselves in the race. I think that's fair enough. Been busy for a hot minute. I come back to see the race having a Wheel of Doom. Yep. We have tried to ramp things up a little bit. To be fair, we've actually done very well this season, all things considered, with the Wheel of Doom. The first 4 races... No, sorry. First 4 races of the season, we won all 4, despite the challenges we had those days. So, unfortunately, we DNF'd in Monaco, and then we got a P3 in Spain last time out as well. So, it hasn't been smooth sailing in the last couple of races, but we still lead the championship. So, that's the most important part. Car still sounds a little bit quiet. I feel like every single time I load up the game, I have to change my audio settings a little bit. Every single time. Don't know what's up with that. Is this a mod for the livery? Yes, it is indeed. All right, let's let the Aston go here because I don't want to be messing around with anyone on our laps. We've got a couple of the cars come up here as well, so let's just let everyone go. Move up to the side and get ourselves some clear air and no one being in the way. I can't connect to the EA servers for days. Any idea how to fix that? Sometimes resetting your router can fix it. That is like an issue that sometimes arises out of nowhere. But typically resetting a router or something like that does tend to help. All right, here we go. Well, that was a little bit deeper turn 1. First lap or 2 might be just us kind of finding our bearings a little bit on this track. Especially on the blue wall tires. It's not a tire I'm overly familiar with, safe to say. Nor is any of us, really. 24-1 for Schumacher so far. Into second chicane we go. No purple first set at the moment, but again, probably to be expected. Thoughts on the extended Miami FP1? I think it's fair. I think the teams will need a little bit extra time to, you know, learn how the updated regulation is going to work and stuff. So I think a 90-minute session is probably fair. Do you know what, though? I'm not going to lie. I do kind of wish that on a sprint weekend, we did normally have 90 minutes of practice anyway, because 1 hour of practice really is not a lot for a sprint weekend. So I think 90 minutes should be the norm, in my opinion. Might have broke a little bit early there. Through the final chicane we go. And then down to the line. It's going to be a 24.6 to go. It's going. That's not a fantastic first lap, but we have got a little bit more fuel in the car to do an extra one. So let's just recharge the battery. We'll go again next lap. Well, the tire temps like that time around as well. Fronts were actually a little bit cold. But I think I can kind of see that dry line starting to form slowly but surely. So lap times will only get better from here, really. 9 tenths on the second sector, getting 6 tenths in the third, though. 9 tenths in the second sector, yikes. Where am I losing 9 tenths in the middle sector? That's a lot of time to lose. We'll go again. Maybe it was just not quite having the confidence in these conditions yet. All right, let's just make sure we don't bump into anyone on our lap here. I think these guys in front are probably all boxing anyway, so we should be okay. All right, take 2 on this wet tyre.
Now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out.
Sounds like we might be seeing some intermediates soon then. Rain's getting lighter, but let's do one more lap on this tyre and see if we can just try and improve a little bit further. That was better at turn 1. Much, much better at turn 1.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Oh, look at that first sector. That's more like it. Definitely finding a lot more grip now. Touch too late on the brakes there, I think, but we're still 1.2 up at the moment. This is a much better lap. Nice apex there, the hairpin as well. Get a good chunk of time there too. Just gonna be a little bit cautious with the throttle as we flat it out now all the way down to the final chicane. This should be a much improved lap. No purple middle sector again, but that's okay. Through the final chicane we go. Bit of a slide as we try and power out, and then down to the line we go. This is a much improved lap, and that will be 1.8 seconds quicker, and that will comfortably put us back to the top of the timing sheets with a 22.8. I would like to think, though, we could probably go even faster as the session progresses. So I don't think that'll be us done with Q1 just yet. We may start seeing some intermediates getting bolted on sooner or later. I think I'll pass K Gray. Couldn't think of anything worse. Anyway, we're in Montreal, not Toronto, so we're safe from it here. He's using wets? Yeah, we're using the mythical blue tire. It's a bit of a mystery what we might end up with using this tire. So, well, the rear tire temps actually... rear... tire wear actually came up a little bit during that lap. 4 and 3%. So maybe they were starting to overheat a little bit. Yeah, look at that. The rear tires actually were pushing up to 70 degrees. So we are probably in intermediate range now, I'd like to think. Maybe there is some other drivers out there right now on Inters. We'll have to wait and see, but... All right. 7 streams in a row. Can't remember my med 7 days in a row. All right. Back into the garage we go. Let's have a look. We are P1 by quite a distance, I think, but let's have a look. I'm pretty sure we'll probably use an intermediate at some point. Let's have a look at these times. The rain already does look a little bit lighter, to be fair. The precipitation has... It's about to drop, actually. It's going to go into 81% in the next 10 minutes, so it definitely should be getting a little bit lighter. You know what? We're only 400ths up on Isaac Hadjar right now. We've done an 8.13. He's done an 8.53, so very little separating us at the top at the moment, but it is enough to keep us top. That's the most important thing. Was there anyone on intermediates? Doesn't look like it. Charles Leclerc is down in P16 right now. It's not great for my teammate, is it? But no one used an intermediate on their lap, so... It does say the intermediate's the faster tyre now. It does say the Inters are the better tyre. Let's skip a little bit of time and let's see. We'll keep an eye on that, though. Yeah, it's increasing. I would like to think everyone will be using an Inter for their final laps here. Where'd you get the delivery mod? You can download it on overtake.gg. 1.3 seconds now. In fact, Isaac Hadjar's doing a lap right now. Let's see what Hadjar does here. This would be a good idea as to what the ints are like. I mean, that dry line looks huge now, doesn't it? I love how you can hear the AI's TC. Very prominent at that corner. Bounce line goes Hadjar. How's the lap time going to be? 22.5. Does put him on top. How much by? Not a lot, actually. Only by 2.5 tenths, pretty much. That isn't as much as I thought it would be. But I'm assuming everyone's heading out now, right? Yeah, everyone's heading out on inters. All right, we'll probably have to do the same then. Right, let's go and put the fuel to the minimum here as well. And let's head out on track. I mean, I don't know. Hadjar might be in a little bit of trouble with that lap, maybe. Look at the final sector. Was it kind of like very big dry line down there? Right. Pretty much everyone is out for a lap right now. The only person who won't be doing a lap will be Hadjar. Alright, here we go. Let's have a look at this dry line for ourselves, shall we? I mean, look how light the rain is now as well. This rain is so much lighter than it was 10 minutes ago. So with us being the last man out here, we probably should pick up the most time. And the track should be its driest so far in the session. Okay, everyone is starting their lap now. Everyone but Isaac Hadjar on for one last lap. So if the track does ramp up even further over the next couple of moments, Hadjar definitely could be in trouble of getting knocked out in Q1, but we'll see. The rain wasn't supposed to stop. It was supposed to keep going, so I don't know if we'll actually see a fully dry track at all in qualifying, but... Alright, everyone's done the lap. Here we go. Out the final corner we go. And let's do this. Nice little slide out the final corner. Here we go. Let's lock in. Let's get ourselves into Q2. Oop, hello. Purple. $21.9 for Perez, 21.6 for Verstappen. Yeah, I think Hadjar's in trouble. This track has improved quite a bit in the last few moments. I'm a second up so far. It's final corner we go. Oh, sorry, the hairpin, I should say. 1.4 seconds up so far. Yeah, look at that delta increasing coming out of that corner as well. Big dry line down towards the final chicane. We are in the drop zone right now, so got to make sure we hit our marks here. Through the chicane we go, and then down to the line with 1.8 seconds up. This will be much, much improved, and that will be us into Q2. Where will it be to finish up the session as well? I think it's a P1. It is a P1. We are on top in the opening session. Lovely stuff. That was a well-timed qualifying that, and we will finish up the opening session on top to Max Verstappen by 4 tenths. George Russell in P3 as well. Norris, Hamilton, Albon, Anthony Hulkenberg, Perez, and Piastri all in that top 10 as well. Teammate Charles Leclerc, P11. Not the most impressive lap there from Leclerc, but does get himself into Q2. And as expected, Isaac Hadjar is out in Q1. It looked like he did that lap too early, and sure enough, he did. Isaac Hadjar will not partake any further in qualifying. Gasly, Ocon, Behrman, Bortoleto, and Valtteri Bottas are all knocked out as well. Lawson, Sainz, Connor Pinto, Stroll, Schumacher all through there as well, and they'll be partaking in Q2. But we are on top so far in Q1. Let's try and keep that going. Lex, in that follow, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Is this modded? Yes. Right. On to Q2 we go.
Medium tyres are your best bet in the current conditions.
I'll probably use the old intermediate for the first runs here. It's only 2% wear anyway. It's not really that much. And the lap delta is barely anything anyway. So, I think what we'll do is we'll bump the fuel up a little bit, just so we can do a couple laps. And then if we need to, we can come in and bolt on a new tire or refuel or whatever. All right, sweet. Twitch is tripping right now, most likely my phone. Why? What's happening? What's going on? Oh, audio's increased itself again. Very good. Could we say Cadillac points today because Perez looked good in the wet? Well, we'll see. They haven't scored any points so far this season, as have Racing Bull. So we shall see. It's not stream related to the chat keeps scrolling to the top. Oh, really? Interesting. Does sound like a mobile thing, that, to be fair. The mobile app is very buggy sometimes. They kind of revamped it at some point last year, but yeah, it's a very buggy mess. Right. Let's get these tires up to temperature. I think the optimal temperature on the int is around 70 degrees. So I want to try and get them a little bit higher. Before I stop the app and reopen the stream, you should fix my problems. Yeah, I usually have to fully close it and restart it when I have an issue like that. I have had issues like that in the past. Okay, red tire's coming up. No, I knew Mob. I know you were talking about Twitch. Yeah, they are kind of like very intermittent issues. Alright, just back off a little bit to the guys in front. Alright, here we go. For the final chicane, on to our first lap of Q2. Let's do this. The track, I think, should be faster than Q1 right now. The rain does look a lot lighter as well again. Whoa. 20.6 for Lewis Hamilton. We probably should see some 19s being put down shortly, maybe for ourselves. There you go, 19.7 for Schumacher, right on cue. Not bad. Here we go to the line. How's that going to be for our first lap? That will be a 19.3. That puts us on top so far in Q2. Beautiful stuff. Piastri in P2. Schumacher P3. Sainz and Hamilton in that top 5 as well. Lovely stuff. That lap should be enough at the moment. But I think, again, the track is probably still going to dry up as we go. So it probably won't be the last lap we do in qualifying number 2, but I don't think we need to do a second lap just yet, at least. We can probably head back to the garage for that lap, I reckon. The weather for the weekend, it'll be mostly dry. However, we are expecting a very small stint for the rain. There's going to be light rain for literally one segment on the weather. So, a possibility we might not even have to pit. But more than likely we do, because you know what the grip can be like in the rain. So, but we'll see. Where do I get the mod for the livery? If you do the command mods in the chat, it will take you to the website where you can download all the mods. All the mods are on there. 3-stopper today, yikes, yep. But to be fair, like I say, with that rain coming in, it might make that forced 3-stopper a little bit easier. I'd like to think. We have to pit, AI may not. AI may not. The AI will probably... It probably will do. I mean, maybe some of the AI might try a dry 1-stopper or something, but... Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. But I think that rain will definitely help us in a 3-stopper. I'll show you guys the weather once doing quality, but yeah, it should be spicy. Right, how are we looking for Q2 so far?
I'd take a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions.
Oops. There we go. So, we are 2 tenths up on George Russell, who has now gone P2. We are fast in the first sector. Middle sector is still where we're a little bit weaker right now. And in the final sector, we're still quite strong there too. So, that middle sector seems to be where we're just a little bit slow at the moment. But if we're fast enough for the first and middle, then I'm not too concerned about being fastest in the middle sector either. So, let's have a look at that weather at the moment then. Oh, I think it might actually dry up. Oh, will it dry up for a soft tire, though? At the end of Q2? The rain is going to ease up, but is it going to be enough for a dry tire at the end of this session? I don't know. Lando Norris goes P1 now, 19.3 for him. He's 15 thousandths faster. Track is definitely getting better still. What is it, a little bit 5 minutes to go out here? Still raining. Clouds are breaking up, but it is still raining. Let's get to 4 minutes. Same thing. Clouds still breaking apart, but it is still raining. And what does 3 minutes look like? I don't think it's ready for a soft tire yet, is it? I think we're still going to be looking at intermediates this stage. If there's only 2 drinks available, what are you picking? Water for £10 or sparkling water for £1? I don't actually mind sparkling water all that much, personally. I would obviously normally always pick water anyway if I had the choice, but if I'm saving 9 quid, I'll probably take sparkling water, I ain't gonna lie. I'd pick sparkling water, let it sit out and flatten up and save the money. Yeah, but even then, it still tastes a little bit different, though. Even if it is flat. Everyone's on soft tires. Wow, okay. And the rain actually has stopped, doesn't it? All right. Everyone's on soft tires. We'll do the same then. Fair enough. Actually, buy nothing. Just go dehydrated. Yeah, that's fair by me. That's valid. Sparkling water tastes like TV static. It's so bad. I do think sparkling water is quite overhated. I agree that it's not great. I'm not a big fan of it either. But I could drink it if I had to, you know? Like, if I was in the desert and I had nothing else to drink and there was a bottle of sparkling water in front of me, I would drink it, you know? I could do flavored sparkling. Dude, flavored sparkling low-key good, though. Morrison's do a strawberry and summer fruits flavored one. Genuinely really good. Okay, this track is a lot quicker right now. I can feel so much more grip. So much more grip out here. Morris is claiming it's goated. It really is. Do I recommend Monza R5? Yep. Definitely so. You are asking the wrong person there, noob. I ain't no scientist. All right, here we go. How's the tire temps? A little bit chill in the front, but it should be fine. All right, here we go. Final lap of Q2. We're going to need a big lap here to get ourselves into Q3. Can't afford any mistakes. Let's lock in. 10.8 for Verstappen. Three seconds up in the first sector alone. There's the purple. That's a little bit deep in that chicane there, though, maybe.
Okay,
9.8 for show.
We need to move up into the top 10 or we're not going to progress to the shootout.
9.6 for Lando as well. We're the last man to cross the line. Don't mess this up. We are 8.5 seconds up right now. DRS wide open once again. Got to save a little bit of battery to the line here. Beautiful. Lovely. And that will be a storming lap time. 9.0. And I think that'll put us straight back to the top. Yes, it will. We finish up Q2 on top once again. Back-to-back P1s in the opening two sessions. And that sets up beautifully for Q3 here in Canada. 5/10ths up on Lando Norris at the end there as well. That's a huge increase. But the track was just getting better and better as that session was going on. Charles Leclerc currently makes it a 1-3 for Ferrari so far. Piastri in P4. You can definitely tell who the two top teams are right now from that order. Schumacher in P5, Hamilton P6, Albon, Stroll, Russell, and Kimi Antonelli are all through to Q3. Leaving us in Q2 will be Carlos Sainz, Max Verstappen knocked out in P12 in the Aston Martin. Liam Lawson, Sergio Perez, Franco Colapinto, and Nico Hulkenberg are all knocked out in at the second session as well. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That will do it for Q2. And now it's time for the final qualifying session here in Canada. It's been a good session so far from the home hero Lance Stroll, out-qualifying Max Verstappen. But on to Q3 we go. Let's do this. I had a melon-flavored sparkling water when in Korea once, and I think about it often. A melon-flavored sparkling water. Interesting. I do like me some melon, to be fair, so I feel like I'd enjoy that. Do you actually try against the AI or rig the races? Yes, I actually do try against the AI. However, with that being said, we do have a challenge wheel to make it a bit more difficult. Because I think it's fair to say that AI sometimes are not always the best. So, to make things a bit more challenging, we do have a challenges wheel. I ain't like Arava. Right, I think we'll do our first lap on the old soft tires. We'll save a couple of softs here in case we want to use them for the race. Again, with that forced three-stopper we have to do today, that will make things a little bit more awkward. So we do want to save as many tires as possible for that three-stopper. Let's go on an old soft tire. Let's put the fuel to 3.4. Already is. Perfect. And let's head out on track.
Okay, guys, everyone be aware the car's ready to go.
This is all carefully edited and pre-recorded scripted streams. Actually, yeah. Everything you're seeing right now is actually recorded, but my reaction is live, and I just do this to, match up with the video. And that way it's authentic. Can't get done for unoriginality. Stream is pre-recorded. Charles DNF lap 23. I've seen the script. Yo, imagine Leclerc actually DNFs on lap 23 now. Imagine that actually happens. We might have to rewrite the script. All right, here we go. Come over the 2 safety cars we get during the race today. 2 safety cars? Wow, that'd be a luxury. We can't even get 1 damn safety car, and you're out here, so we're going to get 2. I don't know what script you've seen, but I think that might be for someone else's career mode. What's the AI? 110. We always play on max AI. Script Final V3 edited, new Final V7.4. You forgot the bit where it says updated. That's where we're at now. Alright, here we go. Did you have a double red flag race a few days ago? Yeah, for the Miami sprint race, I think, wasn't it? We had a double red flag in that sprint race. That was ridiculous. Oh, car's starting around a little bit in that chicane. 8.5 so far, the fastest 8.2 now for Oscar Piastri. Those McLaren's looking quite mean so far. Oh, God, back end starting a little bit. Oh, I need to reduce the front wing, don't I? I upped the front wing a little bit for the weather, forgot to reduce it. Let's make sure we do that after this lap. Here we go down to the line. How's it going to be for our first lap here in Canada? 8.4. It is not enough to go pole at the moment. Piastri with an 8.2 goes fastest. We had a few little slip and slides on that lap. And I think that might have cost a little bit there too. So Piastri currently leading the way at the moment. And we are a bit further down as it stands. So, all right. Let's head back to the pits. What was the tire on that lap as well? Oh my God, yikes. 9 and 8% on that lap. To be fair, I guess it was the second fastest lap we did on that tire, actually. So, maybe that adds up. Yeah, it can be quite annoying sometimes to be talking in corporate. I don't like it. I ain't a fan of it either. Thinking outside the box, I see. League final script stroll is WDC. I don't know if I like that script too much. I work as a tax accountant, so I hear it all day. Why can't we just talk normal? Do you ever find yourself, like, randomly, like, in your free time, just accidentally going corporate on someone? I've done that several times. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't need to do this. I like this track, but I need some proper practice. I get an 11.7. 11.7 isn't too bad. I think my PB around here is probably like a very low 9 or something. I don't think I've broken an 8 in normal pace. I dream about taxes. Oh no, that's the worst. Right. Let's work on a fresh set of soft tires then. So we are going to keep 2 fresh soft tires for the Grand Prix here. That might help out quite nicely for the forced 3-stopper that we have to do today. So we're going to be very mindful of our strategy for that. And like I said, that weather coming in might help out as well. But let's have a look at the times so far then, heading into the final lap of Q3. So Piastri leads the way so far with an 8.2. We are 1.5 tenths away from it at the moment. Hamilton P3, Schumacher P4, Norris P5, 5 tenths separating that top 5 at the moment. So we are looking pretty good to probably be in that top 4 at least. Stroll, Leclerc, Albon, Antonelli, and Russell all in that order as well. Leclerc's got a lot of improvement to do there if he wants to be up there. So all comes down to this final lap. Cool coming with a 61-month resub as well. W number. Love to see that. Much cool for the 61 months for today. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing good, man. The F1 is the most versatile word in the English language. It really is. It very much is. All right, 5 minutes to go in this session then. Let's Actually, first, before I do anything, let's put that wing back down. I think it was on 18. Pretty sure it was on 18 before I changed it to 24. Why 6 more months? You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Don't antagonize him. All right, let's get down to the final few minutes here as well. There we go. All right, we should start with the first cars heading out on track in a moment's time. And then we'll follow along shortly after. What up, OP? I could vibe with 8 more months for sure. I could definitely vibe with that. There we go. Everyone's heading out on track now, I think. Should start seeing the cars heading out now. There we go. Charles Leclerc's leaving. We'll give it another 15 seconds or so, then we'll head out. Want to make sure at the back of the queue. Get all that maximized track grip that we can. There we go. All right. Here we go, chat. Let's do this. Time for our final lap here in Canada. Can we try and push for that pole position? We need to find around 2 tenths right now to try and pip Oscar Piastri for that pole. Can we do it? Let's find out. What up, Robbie? All right. Does the chair vibrate to the bumps on the track? No. I don't have a motion rig. Let's make sure we work on these tire temps. I'm going to Nando's in a bit. What do I order? Nothing is what I would answer. You don't order. You go somewhere else. Overpriced mid-chicken. Find a different store. I do not have a choice. Make it a choice. All right, everyone's starting the final laps here. No one's staying in the garage this time, so everyone's going for it. Typically, always see a driver stay in the garage for final lap, but no one's doing that this time around. We have got quite a competitive Q3 grid here as well. And there goes the potential partnership between Vince and Nando's. That's fine. I've still got Pepe's on my back. I love Pepe's. Unbelievable stuff there. All right, here we go. Final lap of quali, lock in. That's a little bit rough for the chicane there. This might actually be down. It is in the first sector. There is Nico, yeah. There is indeed. There we go, a bit of time there. Nearly 2 tenths. This might be close, you know. Oh, was that a little bit deep? It might have been. Still 2 tenths up so far. Dropped a little bit on the exit there, though. And this could be really close for pole position. Lewis Hamilton goes P2. Need a strong final chicane here. Come on. Oh, it was a little bit weaker. This could be really close, I think. Here we go to the line. Is it going to be pole position? Across the line we go. We are on pole position for the Canadian Grand Prix. That must have been very damn close between ourselves and Oscar Piastri. Let's see. Yeah, 28 thousandths between ourselves and Piastri for pole position here in Canada. But we do sneak it over the Aussie, and Lewis Hamilton wasn't too far back either, 600ths away towards the end of quali there as well. So the top 3 all within a tenth of each other. It was close, it was tight, but we do triumph, both Piastri and Hamilton, right at the end of our final lap. Michael Schumacher will start on the second row alongside Lewis Hamilton as well, with Kimi Antonelli and Lando Norris on the third row. Norris, who has back-to-back wins right now, 1 in Monaco, 1 in Spain. He starts P6 today. Russell and Leclerc, our teammate down in P8 there, not ideal in 7th and 8th. Lance Stroll in P9, and then Alex Albon in P10 as well. But Yeah, very close to that top 3, but we are indeed on pole position for the Canadian Grand Prix. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. On to the Grand Prix we go then. 14 championships in the second row, Aura. 14? Where are you getting 14 from? Oh, second row. Sorry, my brain registered that as first row. I don't know why. What happened in Spain? We finished P3, which was still like a decent result. But we had a gearbox issue for a very big portion of that race, and it dropped us a lot of time. Without that gearbox issue, we definitely would have been in the contention for the win. But, you know, alas, it did not happen. I swear Pepe's in East Anglia is just not a thing. There's one in Colchester. There might be one in Ipswich as well, I think. But I know there's definitely one in Colchester. I've seen it, but not been to it, so can't comment on if it's any good there, but I know there is one there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go then. It is time for the Canadian Grand Prix. This is how the Drivers' and Constructors' Championship is shaping up for the Canadian Grand Prix as well. Round number 7 for today's race too. We are currently 21 points up on Lando Norris, who currently sits on 99 points. We're on 120. Charles Leclerc 7 points down on Lando Norris at the moment as well. I think in the last couple of Grand Prix, Lando Norris has overtaken Charles Leclerc in the championship with the those 2 wins that he's bagged in the last 2 races. Schumacher has dropped down to P4. He was P2 a couple races ago, but again, same sort of scenario. Just hasn't really picked up as many points recently, and that has impacted his Drivers' Championship position quite a bit. But yeah, still 21 points over Lando Norris is a pretty good place to be in, and we still do have a firm grip on the Drivers' Championship as it stands. In terms of Constructors' Championship, we're currently still on 212 points there. McLaren have been getting a little bit closer the last couple of races. Obviously, because that DNF we had in Monaco, and they got a 1-2 out in Spain as well. They have brought that gap down a little bit, and the gap is now, what is that, 46 points, I think, between ourselves and McLaren there. So, yeah, it has come down a little bit, but we still do have a good grasp on both those championships as it stands. But that could very easily change with one bad result here in Canada. Weather forecast for today. We are expecting a mostly dry Grand Prix, but as you can tell, towards the later stage of that Grand Prix, we are going to get a very small segment of rain. Every other segment is dry and cloudy, but there is one small segment there which has a bit of rain to it. So I would imagine it probably will be enough for us to the point where we have to box. We probably won't stay out during that little wet phase, but don't forget, today's challenge, ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell from the pin message on Twitch, the Wheel of Doom has decided that we are doing a forced 3-stop race. So we have to do a 3-stop in today's Grand Prix. So we've got to start thinking about the strategy here a little bit to best work out how we can balance across all 4 tyres to get the best possible result here. I'd imagine the AI will most likely do a 2-stop, but again, with that rain, who really knows what's going to happen? And like I say, it's a very short stint on the rain as well. So maybe it won't even be enough for intermediate, but it's impossible to tell right now. Spreek, sing there, follow me. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome in as well. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get ourselves ready and underway for 70 laps of racing action here in Canada. While the race loads up, I'm going to go take a quick toilet break. If you guys have got a drink or a snack, now's your chance to do so. And then we'll return in a few moments' time, ready for 70 laps of racing action in a very misconditioned Canadian Grand Prix.
Here in Montreal, lights out is quickly approaching on this artificial island originally built for the World Fair in 1967. Now it's used for a World's Fair of a different kind, ever since Formula One first arrived here. We're back in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. With top speeds of around 210 miles per hour heading into the overtaking opportunity of turn 13, the 2.7 miles of the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve are some of the quickest on the Formula One calendar. There are 14 corners in total, with 60% of the lap taken at full throttle, and average speeds clock in at about 130 miles per hour. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Wang lines up on pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Michael Schumacher, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Norris, Russell, Leclerc, Stroll, and Alex Albon, Sainz, Verstappen, Liam Lawson, Colapinto, Hulkenberg, Isaac Hadjar, and Pierre Gasly, Ocon, Behrman, Bortoletto, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. Alongside me here in the commentary box today, former racing driver extraordinaire Naomi Schiff. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. What a track this is, and what a challenge for the drivers this weekend. Long straights, heavy braking zones, and a very green surface to start with.
This happens to be one of the drivers' favorites. It is a low downforce circuit that is fast and flowing, but it is also demanding on the brakes. And be careful, because let's not forget the wall of champions that catches out so many.
And we are indeed a champion now as well, of course. So we do want to make sure we find that barrier at some point, right?
Don't let me down.
That's how to tell if you're a true champion, is if you find that wall of champions. Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ourselves set up and ready to go for the Canadian Grand Prix. So, as per the challenge today, we have to do a 3-stop race. I'm just going to drop the fuel a little bit first of all. 68 laps should be probably fine, I reckon. Leave that like that, I reckon. So, I'm thinking... Drop that for a second. Imagine that hard stint is a, oh, a half. Loosen my eye. Go away. We got it. I'm thinking, imagine that hard tire is intermediate. I reckon we do something like this. A double medium onto intermediates. We'll start the prediction in a moment. Only a second slower, yeah. If I remember correctly, I think the hard tires are kind of slow here. They're not an amazing tire from what I remember. Again, obviously I don't think the intermediates are going to be 23 laps long. It's only one small segment of rain, so... it's tough to say, isn't it? It really is difficult to say. Unless maybe we do a hard stint early on, so that we open up more tire options later in the race. We do have 2 soft tires, actually, don't we, to be fair? I wonder if we start on a soft tire, then go mediums, maybe. We could start soft tires, then go mediums, take the mediums to the inters, use the inters, and then once it dries up, we go soft to the end again. I'd go medium hard, leaves the medium soft for the back half. But don't forget, we do have a second soft tire. We saved 2 soft tires from qualifying. What up, Azim? What's everyone else starting on? Let's have a quick look. Wow, we have a big mix-up here, don't we? Okay. We have a lot of drivers starting on the hard tire, so they're going to go quite long on that hard, aren't they? Lewis Hamilton's on the medium, so he'd imagine he'd get a good start. But everyone down here on hard tires. Sainz on mediums. Verstappen hards. Only one of the driver will start on soft tires, and that's Perez down in P14. Range we are on 45 to 55-ish, right? I mean, according to that forecast, yes, but if you know our career modes, you'll know that the rain likes to arrive a good bit earlier than it actually says. So I wouldn't put all your eggs in one basket about that, I don't think. There we go. Don't start hard, then use the tire and clean air to make good time since we don't have to since we have to make 3 stops. Exactly, yeah. And I think with everyone being on a hard tire, starting on that soft tire, we can make a really nice early gap. I don't think the soft tire will be strong for that long though. I think we'll probably only get like maybe 8 laps maybe at best with the soft tires before they start fading out. So it is quite important to make that gap early, and then we'll try and maintain it on that second tire, ready for the inters. I was thinking medium 20 laps, medium terrain into soft to end. So you think medium into soft? Is that what you're saying? 10 laps? Yeah, maybe 10 laps. I think we set up for that one. For now. But obviously, like I say, this strategy is all very dependent on that rain. It could mix up a lot of things. Like I said, we have to make sure we do a 3-stop, though. To complete the challenge, we have to make sure we do a 3-stop. So, we've got to make sure we get this right, really. And like I say, I don't know how many stops the other guys are going to do with that rain. So, I have no idea. Setting a medium 10 may be smart. Yeah. Like I said, we've got 2 softs, 2 mediums, and a hard tire. So, we've got plenty of flexibility. Which is why I'm okay using the soft tires to start here. Otherwise, I'd have saved one just for the end, and that was it. Cool. I think I'm fairly happy with that then. Let's go with that. Soft, medium. Imagine that hard tire there is an inter, and then soft at the end. But it could also be a medium tire as well. Like I say, that hard stint, that's actually an inter, is all dependent on that rain for now. So let's run that for our strategy. Right. Prediction time. I'm going to sneeze, I think. I feel it coming. It's fading. It's gone. So, we started P1, of course. Our teammate down in P8. Yesterday, obviously, we did a Ferrari versus McLaren prediction, which did actually go quite nicely. We could do that again, but I don't know if we want to do the same thing back to back. So, we started P1. Piastri and Hamilton behind us. Schumacher and Antonelli in that top 5. Norris, Russell, Leclerc, Stroll, and Albon all in that top 10 as well. Multi do P1, P2, P2 to 3, 4 to 7, 8 plus. With a 3-stop could be interesting. Could do. We could do. I would like to think that we'll still get a podium either way, but yeah. AI versus AI could be fun. Aston versus Williams. You would imagine Verstappen will probably get through them all, though, right? As long as he doesn't DNF or DSQ like he has done a lot recently. He has had a good few of those. First to fourth, fourth and 8th, and then anything below that. Also, Stroll should fall back. You'd imagine so, yeah. Who's actually... Is anyone else that's fast behind Verstappen? We've got Hadjar and Hulkenberg, who are in decent cars there. They're kind of the main ones, really, aren't they, that could probably overtake them. I do like the idea of doing a multi, I think, especially for the challenge today. I think a multi could be quite interesting. Because it definitely is not going to be anywhere near a guaranteed win. Or podium, for that matter, either. I say we go with what Zav said. I think I like it. Win, podium, excluding P1, obviously, for the podium. 4th to... Let's do 4th to 6th, I think. And then 7th and below. And that should be good. Let's run that for our prediction. Let's do that as our multi-choice. Right. I think everything is set up and ready to go. I think it's time, ladies and gentlemen, to get ourselves ready and underway for the Canadian Grand Prix. So, we start, ladies and gentlemen, on pole position for this Grand Prix. It was a lovely lap right at the end. It was less than a tenth separating the top three, but we did just enough to make sure that we could take that pole. And for now, we are looking at a three-stop strategy. We're looking at a three-stop strategy because it's enforced. Today's challenge was we had to do a three-stop challenge in today's Grand Prix. We have no choice but to do a three-stop. If we don't do that, we will essentially DSQ ourselves. So we'll start on the soft tires 15 laps, then we'll go to mediums for 20. That hard tire you see there is actually more or less going to be an intermediate. As you can see on the forecast, we are expecting a little bit of rain in today's Grand Prix. So difficult to say when that rain's going to arrive, but for now, we are going to imagine that hard stint will be actually an intermediate, and then hopefully we can try and finish up on another soft tire at the end of the race. But like I say, ladies and gentlemen, today's challenge was an enforced three-stop strategy. We cannot do any more. We cannot do any less than a three-stop, and hopefully that rain will help us out quite a lot. But, ladies and gentlemen, today's prediction will be a multi-choice. Will we finish here in Canada? Will it be a P1? Will it be a podium? Or will it be less? Make sure you get predictions up in the chat in a moment's time. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Canadian Grand Prix. Ladies and gentlemen, the prediction is up right now. Over on the purple side, will we finish in this Grand Prix? Will we take the win with the three-stop? Will we finish on the podium? Or will we slump to maybe even less? Get your predictions up right now. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Canadian Grand Prix. We line up on pole position for today's Grand Prix. Decent parking there as well, we'll say that. But we do start in P1 on the soft tyres. Everyone else around us on the hards or mediums. You'd imagine Lewis Hamilton will probably start with a good start here as well. He's on the medium tyre there too. So I'd imagine he'll get past Piastri and he'll probably be a threat at some point early in the first stint. But rest of the grid lighting up. And here we go. We will see 5 red lights here in Canada as we get the revs up. It's lights out and away we go then for the Canadian Grand Prix, and that's not a great launch for ourselves. Piastri got a pretty good one on the hard tyre, but you'd imagine on the soft tyre we can get the line through turn 1, and we will hold the lead early on in this race. That was a great launch though from Oscar Piastri. Our one was actually not the best, but we did it enough to make sure we held the top spot, and that's exactly what we've done. Now we've got to try and make sure we break away early against Oscar Piastri and his hard tyres to make sure we open up that gap as much as possible while being on the soft tyre. The middle sector is typically where we're a little bit slow at the moment, but let's make sure we try and open that gap ASAP. We do not want to make sure... We want to make sure that Piastri doesn't get any better DRS whatsoever either. And I think we're about to see Lewis Hamilton put some pressure on the Aussie as well. Keep him right in that battle for P2. Because I think Hamilton will probably try and go for him very early on here. Out the hairpin we go. 1.5 seconds the gap already. That's a very nice gap on the first lap. Given how the race actually started initially, getting 1.5 seconds by this point is actually a very good sign. So I am pretty happy with that. Through the chicane we go. And then down towards turn 1. And the gap will be 1.5 seconds as we cross the line for the first time. So Good stuff. Very happy with the opening lap. Let's try and push on from here. DRS available now as well. As you'd imagine, Lewis Hamilton on the medium tyre will get past him very soon. Schumacher's not far behind either, to be fair. Purple first sector again, as expects. And for the middle sector we go. 2 seconds down to Piastri. That might close up a little bit in the middle sector. We'll just try and recharge a little bit through the chicane. And up towards the hairpin we go. 2 seconds still the gap at the moment. Let's try and get a good exit out from here. Got to be a little bit mindful of the fuel as well. We're -2 on the fuel, so just got to keep an eye on that as the race goes on. Should be okay, but just on the off chance. Tyler right now already at 5 and 4%, which isn't obviously ideal, but we kind of knew that the tyre wouldn't be amazing in this race. But to make sure we tried to get the best strategy possible for that 3-stop, we kind of had to really start on the soft tyre to push away early. And we are doing just that. Fast lap of the race once again. Don't know how long that will continue for, but that is a good sign. What a finish in Spain, P3. Couldn't quite get the win, unfortunately, with that gearbox issue we had, but still got on the podium at least. Another purple first sector. Beautiful. There is a big group of cars right behind Lewis Hamilton there. Schumacher's leading that little train. I can't even say little train, actually. It's a pretty big train. There's probably about 10 cars in that train, maybe. Into hairpin we go. Out of the hairpin, and it's still 2.6 the gap. Hamilton has not passed Oscar Piastri yet, which I'm kind of surprised about. I thought by now Hamilton would have found his way past, but he's actually not really close enough for a move right now, so that's probably a good thing, though. I can't complain too much with that. The chicane we go, and we will cross the line. Will that be another PB? Yes, it will. 12.4. Beautiful. Really happy with the start here, chat. Really happy. Let's keep grinding away at that gap. It might look fluttering right now, but you'd probably expect a gap like this being on the soft tyre and then being on the hards. But obviously, as the stint progresses, you'll probably start seeing that gap start to even out and then close up. So, got to make sure we make the most of this. Which is softer, faster, softer, hards. The soft is the fastest tyre, but the least durable. So right now, we should be pulling away from Piastri, which we are. But I'll probably give it a few more laps, and then you'll probably start to see the gap to ourselves and Piastri even out. And that's what I made it. So it looks kind of flattering right now. But it won't do in about 6 laps time, I reckon. Hamilton does look a little bit closer to Piastri this time. Yeah, still 7 tenths back, though. Can't go for it, really. Looks like we're going to get another fastest lap. 12.4 again.
Fastest lap of the race.
Your soft tyre's really doing a good job so far. But we've still got to try and make a bit more out of this, though. Solid effort at the moment. Four seconds the gap. Beautiful. Omar, I think that follow, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Appreciate the follow. How do you turn on the rearview mirror? You can do it in your on-screen display settings. Come on. That was a nice hairpin there. Green first sector, yellow in the middle. How's the final sector? We've got yellow flags out there already. And I think that's Lewis Hamilton. Oh, wow. Lewis Hamilton is dropping down the field. I think we're about to see our first retirement already in the opening laps. There you go. Lewis Hamilton out of the race. I thought he'd be one of the sort of early competitors for ourselves, but That is going to help us out a little bit for this stint then. And the gap to Piastri nearly 5 seconds now. We are absolutely flying on this soft tire at the moment. But I don't think it'll be too long until we start feeling it wearing out. What's the strat they're driving behind? Good question. Let's find out. Driving behind.
Confirmed.
What? I don't know why I just did. Driver behind.
Piastri's behind you now.
There we go.
Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 5 laps old. Okay, we think they've got at least 3 more stops. Time last lap, 1 minute 13.4.
Did that say 3 stop for Piastri there? I think it said 3 stop. Huh? Well, being on a hard tire as well.
More than 50 laps of fuel remaining.
Maybe the 3 stop really ain't gonna be bad here then. Obviously, like I said, I think the rain will be a bit of make it a bit messy, but for now, he is 3 stopping. 5.6 now to Piastri. We are cooking. Absolutely cooking. I'm curious what Schumacher might be doing as well then. Norris is up to P4 already as well. He's had a good start to the race. I think he qualified down in P7 or P8. Up to P4 already, so that McLaren looking pretty quick. What happened to Lewis? A very early mechanical failure. He's had a pretty horrible start to his Red Bull career in this game, but yeah, another, I think that's his 2nd or 3rd DNF of the season already. I'm excited for my race on Saturday. It's going to be a challenge. The 6-hour similar? Yeah, I can't wait. I need to do a bit more practice first, but either way, it should be a lot of fun.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
That's very early. 10 to 15 minutes? Oh, that's really awkward for this tire. I can feel the sliding a little bit now already. Don't do a Monaco. What's a Monaco? Never heard of it. Might be worth pitting now, you reckon? But the rain's not going to last long, so I wonder if we can still do a 3-stop, but after. Because when we pit for the inters, that'll be our 1st stop. Then we pit off the inters for our 2nd stop. And then we can go for another tire later in the race for our 3rd stop. So I don't think we necessarily have to pit right now. Maybe put on our other softs. Is it really worth wasting that soft tire straight away, though? I mean, we're still extending the gap as it stands on this tire, so I think we're fine to keep going for now, but yeah, doing another 15 minutes on this tire will be difficult. No doubt. Let's keep going for now until this gap starts to stabilize against Piastri. We're doing a good job so far. Our lap times are slowly starting to come down again now. But once we start seeing that gap beginning to drop a little bit to Piastri, I think that's when we want to consider our 1st stop. So for now, let's just keep on going. When did you say rain was going to hit? In 15 minutes. So that'll be probably like, what, early 20s? Which is a good little way to go right now on this tire. Current pit gap puts you ahead of the big pack. We would not be ahead of the Mercedes, if that's what you're talking about. Or are you talking about that pack right at the back? The backpack, yeah. Well, to be fair, that pack at the back are quite separated, to be honest with you. They're starting to stagger out a little bit, so... What's tire we're saying? 20% rear left as we enter lap 10. So it's just over 2% wear per lap at the moment on that rear left tire. Which actually isn't that bad on the soft, is it? We're actually doing a pretty decent job, all things considered.
It looks like we might have an issue. Hang in
Oh,
there.
come on!
Manage it.
Don't do it. Do not be that damn gearbox again, I swear to God. Do not be that gearbox. I'm scared.
Okay, looks like there's a fault with DRS. We're working on a fix.
Is it open or closed? Okay, it's closed. You know what? I would rather it was closed. Well, that might make things a little bit more complicated if we box, though, because we wouldn't be able to have DRS to get past people. So, does that change our strategy plan? Actually, I think they can fix the DRS when you box, right? I was a little worried for a second it might have been stuck open. And if that was the case, I would have pit there and then. I was not dealing with open DRS. Why is it with this car having all sorts of issues right now, though? We have run into countless problems in this Ferrari. Realistic, I guess. 18 seconds of Cadillac. Am I still opening up the gap to Russell? Is that gap still increasing, or is it starting to balance out now? Oops. Actually, wasn't too bad. Slightly. So probably balancing out soon then, isn't it? Box been up a unedited, you're still increasing the lead. At the moment, yep. 8.5 to Piastri. Like I say, the gaps look very flattering right now, but this is probably about the time we'll start to see the hard tire balance with our tire. So I don't think we can increase it much more. I'll try, but we probably are going to hit the performance limit on this tire very soon. Norris has passed Schumacher. Or has he? Yes, he has. Norris having a really good start to the race so far. Had a bad quali, but his race pace has been good.
Okay, mate.
Fuel hasn't moved much either. It's come up 0.1 so far.
This next one, a very fast lap.
But again, we can work with the fuel a little bit later. They want me to achieve a lap time of 16.7. That should be very straightforward, because I'm pretty sure our last lap was a 13.0, so that ain't too bad at all. We'll be that objective easily. Gap's still a good pit when the rain comes, you reckon? It is starting to get very cloudy out here now, isn't it? Quite grey clouds down towards turn 1. Let's get a weather report. Weather report.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes' time. Rain in 10 minutes. Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the
10
race.
minutes till rain.
Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Oh, this is such an awkward position. If we was on the medium or hard tire right now, we'd be laughing.
We're approaching the pit window, and you're going to be on mediums.
But I do worry that this soft tire is going to be really problematic when that rain hits. Or until that rain hits. Gained 3 tenths on Russell last lap.
Laps of fuel remaining.
It's not bad. I can maybe do a little bit of Leica when we get to this hairpin here. Probably one of the better places to Leica on this track. 9 seconds to Oscar, yep. Rain will hit 23.25, you reckon? And a tire wear has just hit 30%. So by the time that rain hits, our tires will most likely be between 50 and 60%, I think. I mean, the front tires are chilling. The front tires having a field day. The rear tires, not so much. Oh, I can feel the starting through turn 1 there. Oh, I just touched that wall on the right-hand side. I might have just upped the wear a little bit further. We'll check in a second.
tyre condition still looking good.
Marcus happy with the tyres at least. Yeah, 10% that front right should be fine. That shouldn't be too problematic. Ooh. Samuel, didn't follow me? Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Finally found another person that plays F125. Have another cab out of Formula 1. Nice. Yeah, we play a lot of F125 over here. We play a lot of different racing games, but F125 is our main one. Russell took Schumacher. Yeah, he did. Schumacher's struggling, huh?
Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
Pit window's open, chat. This was around the time we were going to initially pit. What do you guys think? Do we hold or do we do it? When we come out? Somewhere in that group behind us, I think. Maybe just behind them. %33% rear left tire. Weather report.
Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Drive the fastest tyre at the moment.
Stay out, you reckon?
Pit now.
What problem we have? Our DRS is shut closed. I think when we pit, though, the DRS should fix itself. But right now, it's not too big of a problem because we don't need the DRS. But if they don't fix it in the pits, then we might be in a bit of trouble. Leclerc's up to P5. New soft tire. I mean, we could do a new soft tire, but again, it would be... We'd have used up both the soft tires right at the start of this race, and I don't know if that's worth it. DRS issue? Yeah, we have the DRS shut closed right now, so we can't activate it. I would rather it was closed than open, though, because open round here would have been a nightmare trying to navigate the chicanes. Absolute nightmare. Wow, thank you for following me. Appreciate it. Oh! He said 5 minutes?
We've got more than 50 laps of fuel remaining.
If it is actually 5 minutes, I think we've got to hold. Oscar isn't catching, stay around that 9-second mark. If he's still not catching, then I think we should definitely stay out. Oh my god. These rear tires are not feeling good now. I am surprised they went this long, though, to be fair. I thought they'd be struggling even more at this point, so... Yeah, stay out. Yeah, I think if we pit... would be somewhere around where the Aston Martins are, I think. Maybe a little bit further back, actually. Yeah, pace is still fine. Our last lap was a 14.0. So it is dropping the lap times. But it's not as bad as it could have been. What's the wear even at? 39% rear left. We're about to hit 40%, probably through the chicane. Not really any good gaps. Yeah, a lot of the gaps are really, like, closed up, aren't they? We probably have the biggest gap across the entire field. To the next driver, at least. So there's no real nice lap gaps anywhere to utilize. And like I say, if that rain is 5 minutes away anyway, then we might as well just hold out, I reckon. Don't forget, chat, for those of you guys just joining, we have a challenge to do a mandatory 3-stop strategy in today's Grand Prix. We haven't done a single stop yet, but we have to make sure we do a mandatory 3-stop for ourselves in this Grand Prix. So bear that in mind when you're thinking about strategies. You could do 2 inter-runs if the rain is longer than expected. I would be surprised if that was going to happen. Very surprised. What's Piastri's lap times? Driver behind.
Piastri's behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. And the time last lap, 1:13.9. Their tyres are 17 laps old. Okay, we think they've got at least 3 more stops.
13.9. He was 0.8 quicker that last lap. Wow. We must be getting close to the rain now, though, surely. Weather report.
The rain's a few lap outs yet, but it is coming, so be careful. Okay, dry seems
It's
like the best
close.
tyre for now.
The rain is close. Mark's saying we're a few laps out, so maybe over the next couple laps, we'll start to see the first raindrops hit. The thing is, though, when it rains, we kind of need it to come down pretty hard, don't we? If it kind of just, like, is very light at the start, it's going to be super tricky to navigate. Especially on a worn soft tyre. So when that rain hits, we need it to kind of dump it down.
49 laps of fuel remaining.
Under 8 seconds to Piastri, yeah. That crossover has well and truly crossed over. Even Norris is catching up a good bit. Russell as well. We are definitely past the best of these tyres right now, but I'm doing my best. 14.4. Home race for you? Yeah, it's like a second home race for me. Lap 23 box for inter wets. It won't be wet tyres. We'll be using inters. Come on.
DRS is unavailable. The rear wing is down, so you can stay out while we work.
I know, Mark. Nothing has changed there, buddy. I think you should change tires. Why? It's going to rain in like 2 laps' time. Why would I change tires now? That makes no sense. Coming to drive to in 3 laps, iffy. Best way to see. Yeah. It's definitely not as long as I originally wanted to go on these soft tires, but unfortunately... Unfortunately, that's what we have to endure. I mean, I get it. I'm in a Ferrari, but come on, man. Let's not take the piss on the strategy here. Teammates in. Oh, we got hard tires boxing.
Charles is in the pits.
Oh, you know what, Chad? This might not be a bad option to pit here, you know? I know that rain's about to... Hear me out. I know that rain's about to hit, but... For the 3-stop strategy to work, this might not be a bad idea to go for a dry tire and then go for an inter after. That would get 2 stoppers done. And then we could go hards at the end. That could work. Driver behind.
Norris behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 20 laps old. Okay, we think they've got at least 3 more stops.
I think Norris is pitting now.
1 minute, 14.0.
I'm going to sneeze, I think. I feel it. Don't do it. Please don't edge me like this. Nope, it's gone away again. Typical. And then said the car we can't box again if we do that. That is true. That does mean we wouldn't be allowed to box under a safety car. In the event that does happen. But also, if we don't get a safety car, it works out. And you can say exactly the same vice versa as well. Where's that rain at? Let's find out. Norris stayed out. Weather report.
Okay, so this light light rain is going to be with us for a while now. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre.
I think the rain's here. I think the rain is somewhere on the track. Keep your eyes out, chat. Marcus just said that the rain is here. So keep your eyes out for it. We should see it at some point. Did Piastri gone to hards? Am I tripping? Yeah, he's gone for another set of hards. I guess he picked the harder allocation for one reason or another. What's the challenge today? Today's challenge is we are doing a forced 3-stop strategy.
And that's
Rain?
6 laps of fuel remaining.
It is raining. The rain is here. The rain has arrived. Norris is picking from medium now. Nice. Very good. AI strats in a nutshell. Wait, so what's Schumacher doing then? Oh my god. Driving behind. What's Schumacher doing?
Schumacher behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, they've done 22 laps on those tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops
Oh, he's
remaining.
2-stopping. Okay.
Time last lap, 1:15.
So Schumacher's going to go a bit longer then because he's on a 2-stopper. That might help him then with this rain. Oh, God. Sound like crazy. Yeah, Norris bugged as well. He's on a medium tyre now, though. He's on a different strategy to Piastri then. 53% that real left tyre right now, man. Oh, God. Seb's got this lap right according to the script. Yeah, that's where Charles Leclerc DNFs that previous lap. So he's got to do it for the final chicane. As per the script. This rain is so light, man. Is this rain going to intensify or what? I did bump that wall again on the exit of turn 4, but we're okay.
Okay, be mindful of the conditions. The track's getting wetter. Recommend you stay out of the
mate.
We'll be much slower if we move on to inters this early.
Dude, we are 10 laps away nearly from the halfway point of this race. And I'm still on the same soft tyre.
We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
Come on, man. Box, but it's still very light, this rain. Unless you're saying to box for a dry tyre. Do you guys think that it doesn't get wet enough for an inter? Is that what you guys are thinking? 16.2. The lap times are a bit slower. Not by a drastic amount. Maybe by like a couple of seconds. In qualifying, when we was on the inters, I think we were doing 18s or 19s. So we probably aren't like that far away from a crossover, but this rain hasn't really worsened since it's arrived. You need to get your stops in, though. That's my concern, is we need to get a pit stop in. 57 on that rear left. Weather report.
So this rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future. Okay, dry seems like the best tyre for now.
Chat, what do we do? We've got to get our stops in, but the rain is like... The rain is here, but it's not doing anything. Oh, God. Pit mediums, you reckon? Yeah, you want to do it? Or would you rather... Let's do one more lap. Would you rather do a soft or a medium? Given the fact that it's raining right now. Oh, my God. Soft, soft, soft. Go softs. Medium's going to need soft for the ends. What was our lap time that time? Schumacher's in. 17.2 that time around. That lap was even slower than the one before. Oh my God, I'm drifting. Hey, hit that Tokyo drift beat real quick. I would love to know what tire Schumacher just went on to. Pit for softs, yeah? You guys want softs? I'd go inters. Oh my God. So I go one more lap. 60% rear left. We gotta do something, man. Soft tires. All right, let's do it. Box this lap, box. Late call, box.
We can take you this lap.
We're doing it. We have to get a stop in, chat. We're 26 laps in for a mandatory 3-stop, and we haven't stopped yet. We have to do this. 2.4 seconds, not bad.
Back into the race. Perfect.
I don't know if the McLarens will be ahead of us here. It might be close on pit exit. Come on. They've gone past us now, but here we go down towards the opening corners. And yeah, the McLarens have got us. The McLarens are ahead of us. But we have got some grip now on these new soft tires, so maybe we could try and get past them. It does feel a lot more grippy already, to be fair. Yeah, DRS is fixed as well. DRS has been fixed in the pit stop. Good stuff. We are back to full health. Monaco was tragic, just saw that. Yeah. Not the best way to finish that Grand Prix, really, was it? Monaco with skill issue? From me or the game? Oh, I didn't get DRS, damn. The rain is a little bit more intense, I'd say, but not by much. Okay, broken away from George Russell, 1.8 to him now. Let's make sure he's doing that 1 second to Oscar Piastri. Norris, that medium tire, is probably pulling away right now, so, oh my God.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Dude, this rain is so strange. It's just made everything greasy in a way, isn't it? I don't know, man. The hitbox of that wall is just strange, apparently. Really strange. Could you imagine that in esports as well, doing Monaco? Trying to maximize the track as much as you can, and that happens. Be brutal. What up, Kurt? Yeah, we are on a 3-stop strategy. Oops. I still pressed overtake. Right, we should get past Piastri here. Look at the difference in the grip out of that corner. We've got the left-hand side, DRS wide open, and we breeze by Oscar Piastri. Into P2 we go. And now let's try and catch back up to Lando Norris, who does currently have the lead of this race.
Okay, 40 laps.
Yeah, tire temps are good. The one good thing about this weather, to be fair, is that it will cool the tires down, and we might get a bit more longevity out of these tires, simply because of this rain. DRS fixed, I see. It is indeed, yep. Car is back to 100 HP again. Don't hit the wall of champions. Can't promise that, I'm afraid. Barry Hockenheim is a champion, don't forget, so...
Okay, mate. Piastri's behind you now. We want to keep them behind to lead. This is super critical for our strategy.
I'd like to think we'll be fine. It was the same thing when you were fighting with Yuki Monaco and took your front rail completely. Yeah. I can't remember if I actually hit the barrier or not on that one. I think I actually did hit the barrier. But I think it was the way that it came. Oh, wow. Okay, Norris is like 2 miles an hour that hairpin. Yo, what? I bet. For some reason, he just did not put his foot down whatsoever at that corner. And we breezed past it back into P1. Fair enough. Well, let's keep pushing. Tyre's still looking good so far. Yeah, we have a lot more grip at the moment, don't we? This rain is just not intensifying, though, is it? Our last lap was at 17.8. That's just not enough to go into at the moment. I feel like the inters will be like maybe a touch slower if that, but... I don't know. I have no idea if it's going to get worse. We'll find out, but...
Okay, even though we're seeing cars start to struggle in these conditions, if we pit for inters now, we're going to be too slow and we'll burn them out. Make the best of it for the time.
That's what I mean. This rain just isn't really intense enough for the track. Weather report.
Dry's definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Not real much information there about the weather, but whatever. .6 now to Norris. These soft tires doing fantastic. I can maybe do tire information. Let's see if that works. Tire information.
And so that's
Oh no, shit. Tire status.
still remaining.
Tire status.
Okay, I think it might just be about time to come and change these tyres.
Mark thinks it might be Inter's time. I mean, I am starting to see some splashes on the ground. This is probably the worst the rain has been so far. All I want to know is how long the rain's going to be here for. That's all I want to know. No one else is pitting yet, though. We're so far, we don't need to be first to box. Shouldn't need to. Weather report.
Okay, you're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
10 more minutes of rain.
Dry seem like the best tyre for
Finally, some information. So that'll be like, what, lap 40 it starts easing up? But the rain definitely has got a bit more intense, isn't it? Norris and Piastri are in. Is that an Inter? Yeah, they're going Inters.
Charles is in for his stop now.
I think that's a good chance to get our second stop done, right? Last lap was a 1 minute 20 dead as well, so it probably is about time. Oh yeah, it's quite bad now. Off the Inters will be a 3-stop. What I will say though, chat, I know that this will most likely confirm the 3-stop, but what I will say is if we get, like, a safety car at any point, we cannot box. We will have to do most likely hard tires to the end, and we will not be able to box. Because that would have been the 3-stop complete.
7 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, that double stack was not good for Oscar at all. Right. Inters, here we go. Is DRS even offline yet?
Okay, forget
Nice.
the targets for now. We've got to focus on the pit stop.
I don't think DRS is even off yet, is it? Nothing, so you can't do 4 stops. It's a mandatory 3-stop, Nico.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go,
Can't
go,
do
go.
more, can't do
That's
less.
a fantastic stop.
It's a forced
Faster than we were
3-stopper.
expecting.
We have to do 3 stops. So that's our second one right there.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres
We should have a
keep moving
decent enough gap to Lando, I think. What's that, 4 seconds? 3.3? Nice. Instructions unclear. It literally says forced 3-stopper. What's unclear about forced 3-stopper? It doesn't say minimum 3-stopper. It says forced 3-stopper. Fuel is looking quite good as well now. 0.8 as well. We're about to hit the halfway mark of the race. That's not a forced two-stopper, Nico. It's a mandatory minimum two-stop. See, the wording here is different. I see minimum as 3 as well. Okay, well, let's put it on record now then. It is a forced 3-stop. No more, no less. Oh, Jesus. Even if we get a puncture, we are literally not allowed to pit. That's the difficulty of doing a 3-stopper. I mean, we shouldn't get a puncture doing a 3-stop. If you get a puncture doing a 3-stopper, then you've done something really wrong. Even if we get crazy wing damage or something like that, we are not allowed to pit. It is a 3-stop and a 3-stop only. Oh, there we go. DRS has finally been disabled. Make a mod that allows you to have 2 different compounds at the same time. What, like softs to the front, mediums to the rear? You can do that in World Endurance Championship. Another reason to watch endurance racing.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled.
Okay, Norris is gaining.
DRS is now disabled.
Norris is gaining. The rear tires are starting to get hot, though. Brother, come on. How long's left of this rain, Mark? Weather report.
The radar showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain.
Still 10 minutes?
Not sure whether dries or inters are faster. We're right on the crossover.
Oh, come on, man. The wheel spin is just realistic Ferrari strap roleplay. Why, I think I introduced it. Gotta get the full Ferrari experience here. Gotta make it realistic and immersive. Frederick, thank you for following me. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well.
There's 34 laps of fuel remaining.
It was 10 minutes, 6 minutes ago. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that weather. It's been very, very weird today. Like, I think right now, this is probably, like, just borderline inters at the moment. I think softs will be slower, but not by a huge amount. I mean, Norris only gained, like, what? 1.5 seconds on us with him going 1 lap earlier. I don't like the rear tires are overheating either. 97 and 95 degrees in the rear tires. This is the one issue with the rain being so damn light. Is the rear tires are just steaming up right now. And it is very difficult to bring them back down because there's not really a lot of water on the track.
Okay, mate. Right, we've got a full battery, which means we can use more of it to gain performance. Let's go.
Yes, boss. You got it. Drain ERS at 62%. I'll do that then back straight, don't you worry. Easy objective. What's the immersion for Red Bull? You complain about everything. And then make a terrible car to go with it. Alright, here we go. Easy.
Oh, mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it.
All because I drained my battery to 62%. He's glazing me. Okay, buddy. If you say so. If you say so. Oh, my days, man. These rear tires are so hot. They're at 98 and 99 degrees, the rear tires. We are getting towards our first back marker here as well. One of the rate symbols, I think. Isn't it good that the tires are overheating, causing them to wear? Why would tires overheat to be a good thing? Hell no. So the easiest way of losing grip is from overheating. We are very far outside that optimal range on the rear tires. The fronts are good. The rear's not so much. Suddenly, Lando Norris only 2 seconds behind us here as well. He's been creeping up on us, isn't he? .3 seconds. I'm going to try and stay on a slightly wetter part of the track or something just to try and get the temps down a little bit. Come on. Fuck. Why? That's the time you want to sneeze in. Okay. Sure, whatever. Anywhere else on the damn track.
And we've got 32 laps of fuel left.
8 and 7% of the rear tires. Oh, dude, those temps are not coming down. Please, have mercy on me. Need a pollen count in FD? I really do. It's the one downside to having hay fever and living in the countryside. It's not great. Not a good combination. Back to dries. Probably not far away. I think the rain's eased up a little bit maybe, but it's still quite greasy on the track. To be fair, despite the tires overheating, the wear isn't that crazy on them. It's just more of a grip issue more than anything.
It looks like we're running on a dry track soon. Back to
Yeah, here we go. Heavy was like having your eyeballs rubbed with sandpaper. It really is. I went for a run the other day, and I didn't take my hay fever tablets that I'm supposed to take every morning, and I came back and I was just red all over. My skin felt so itchy and all sorts from running around and stuff. It was not nice. That combined with the sweat, ain't a fan. Would not recommend it. Fuel's looking good though. Half a lap down. Trying to get back into it, Mogan, yeah. Oh my god, bro. Can't even turning into turn 1 now. Half a second gain for Lando. Yeah, he's much quicker right now. Ricardio's soccer over the weekend. Yeah, I used to play football a lot when I was a bit younger, but then I stopped and I lost a lot of my cardio and stuff because of that. So yeah, I'm trying to get back to some sort of fitness again. Your skin gets itchy after every shower? Are you using like some sort of product or logic to or something? Look, Chaz. Weather report. Weather report.
The rain's passing now, so expect it to ease up in the next few minutes. So we should see a dry line starting to form fairly rapidly, so make sure you cool your tyres down the straights. We're not certain which is the best tyre right now, dries or inters. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 11.5 seconds.
I'm really struggling to like rotate the car right now. 102 degrees in the rear left. Oh my god. .3 gain. I'm glad there's no DRS because he'd be very close to it right now. Oh, yeah, for sure, Morgan, yeah. Yeah, I do want to go back to playing, but I feel like I want to get my fitness up again before I start playing again. Because I feel like just throwing myself into deep end of a 90-minute game when I'm not fit is probably the worst thing to do. But yeah, I do want to get back into it. I do kind of miss playing. The only gain in Sector 1. We'll get a little bit of slipstream here as well from Bortoletto. He'll probably have to let us go here, and he does.
Tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
Mark thinks it's getting close. 13% on the rear tyres. Chat, what tire are we going to go for when we box? Place of indoor start helped a lot. More cardio than you think in 77s. Yeah, fair. Oh, DRS enabled. Ooh. Mediums, you reckon mediums? 28 laps to go. I think it might be quite close with the hards. Oh, the rain is about to stop, I think, you know. The rain has eased up a lot. Y'all reckon it's time? Don't forget, chat, we cannot box after this. This is the last stop we can do. The track is still quite greasy right now. Tire temps are coming up still. I might go one more. It's still kind of greasy out here. Let down a pit first, you reckon? I think we'll do one more. I think it's still a little too greasy.
Weather's changing now. You might want to review.
Yeah, I reckon it might be this lap. Let AI go first. But I don't want to risk getting undercut either. Mark thinks hards. Mark is thinking hard tires. Come on. Track is looking a bit better this time. Last that was a 19.0.
Box.
All right, chat, are you sure you want mediums? You 100% want mediums? .7 the gap. Hards? You want hards? All right, if you want hards, we'll do hards. In. Let's go. Let's go. Look at the rear tires. 105 and 103 degrees after that pit stop. This is it. Hard tires to the end.
Go. Perfect job from you. And
Norris is going soft.
Delighted with that.
Is he going to pit again?
Charles is in for his stop now.
Out we go. Come on. Oh, it's so greasy the pit exit. Piastri's on mediums, Leclerc's on hards, Verstappen's on mediums. That was definitely the right pit lap. But Norris is on a soft tyre. He'll be very quick right now. And then it's a question of will he pit again? Let's find out, actually, if we'll pit again. Driving behind.
Norris is behind you. They're on fresh softs.
Oh my God, he's not stopping again. He's going to go to the end of the race with that soft tyre. Oh my God. He's going to get us down this straight. We need to try and keep a decent gap with Lando. We can't let him run away too much. We cannot let him run away too much. Yeah, he's going to go 26 laps on the soft tires. Here he comes. We're not going to defend this too much, don't think. We'll hold the inside line. And he looks to the outside, but Lando Norris cannot find a way through. And the chicane, he'll get another bite of the cherry. Down towards turn 1, though. Here we go, down towards the opening corner. Now Norris gets the inside line. And that should be the move for Lando Norris as we go side by side through the opening corners. We get the inside through turn 2. And Lando should have the grip on the outside here. He does. Lando Norris in the lead over the Canadian Grand Prix. And that puts a little bit of a twist on the tail. It was a good scrap, but Lando, with that more grippy soft tire, was able to breeze by, really, at the first few corners. And look at the grip he's got right now. Holy shit. I'll try and keep a bit of DRS in him if I can, but I don't think I'll hold it for too long. This track's not good for tire wear. We have a couple of tire upgrades, which makes it a bit better, but... yeah, I don't know what the McLaren's tire wear is like, so... but you'd imagine right now he'll be quick. Very, very quick. Here I saw Lando down towards the final chicane. We're way too far back. Yeah, that wasn't a great chicane either.
No need to worry about the tyre conditions.
Fuel's looking good. 0.15 on the fuel. We should balance that out very soon. Oh man, look at the drive he gets out of turn 2.
9.9 seconds.
If we did 27 laps on the softs, 27 on mediums was going to be much easier. True. But I also fear that, you know, look how long we struggled on that soft tire for, really. The last 10 laps on that soft tire, we were struggling a lot. And that may well have happened on the medium as well. But also don't forget, this is our final stop of the race. We are not allowed to pit again. So if we get a safety car hypothetically on lap 60, we have to sit on this tire. And I think that would have been better on the hard tire than the medium tire. So it's kind of more of a safe bet to go with the hard tires, really. What does differential do? I'm a bit new here. Differential pretty much changes how the power is distributed to the rear tires. So when you're going through a corner, if you have more of an unlock setup, the tires are allowed to spin at different rates, basically. Whereas if you use a more locked setup, which I think is a higher percentage, then the tires will spin at the same rate going through corners. In this game, though, there's already quite a lot of rotation in the cars, so you can leave it at a high number. There's no need to worry about it too much in this game. You'll see a lot of people play on 100s. It's very normal. 12.3 for Carlos Sainz. 2.3 seconds to Lando Norris now. He is running away at the moment. His hard tire's not quite firing up just yet. I want a wheel option for 0% differential. I think the lowest you can go on this is 50. Oh, no, it is 0. Yeah, never mind. I fear at Canada that would be not very useful, though. What's my off-throttle diff, then? That is a good question. I think I run quite low on my off-diff. I think my on-diff, I always run 100. I think off-diff, I'm quite low. Maybe, like, no more than 30. The off-diff is something you can mess around with quite a lot to find the right balance. But the on-diff, you can always keep at 100. .5 to Norris now. Damn, he is running away a lot right now, isn't it? Let's just, let's double check his strategy just to make sure he is actually staying on that soft tire to the end. I find it hard to believe he's doing that long. I know we did it, but that was different. Driver in front.
Lando's ahead of you now. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 3.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. Time last lap, 1 minute, 11.7.
Yeah, he is. He's staying up to the end, isn't he? I think he did 11.4 that time around as well. We've got yellow flags. Is that our teammate? Yo, read the script. Oh my god, you guys actually read the script. How did that get leaked? You just misread the number, that's all you did. It was lap 49, not 23. Lando won't have any grip on lap 60. I mean, to be fair, by the time we get to lap 60, he might be too far in front to catch anyway. With the way it's going. But we'll see. Verstappen and Piastri are getting quite a bonus right now as well, aren't they? So, kind of got to keep an eye on behind us right now. Fuel is good. We are into the green for the first time this race. So we've nailed the fuel. Never beaten the pre-recorded allegations after this. Yeah. It's written in the stars. It's all fake. Maybe TikTok was right about my unoriginal content.
Green flag.
Oh, man. 5 seconds to Lando. Tire wear's fine at least, but yeah, pace is not amazing at the moment. Safety car? No, we don't really get safety cars for mechanical failures typically. If it's raining and we get a mechanical failure, then sometimes we'll get a VSC for it, but if it's dry, we'll never get anything. Gap's opened up to Piastri. I think he might have had a battle with Verstappen or something at some point. Because that gap was coming down a couple laps ago, and now it's back up to 10 seconds, so I think they might have had a squabble down there. Yeah, Schumacher's on softs as well. But I'd like to think the gap is fine to Schumacher. I don't have to worry about that too much.
We're catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware.
LMU when? After this race. We'll be hopping on some LMU. Don't forget, chat, we are also doing the 6 hours of Imola completely solo this Saturday. We'll be live from 2 p.m. UK time. Although I most likely won't be live on TikTok for that, so if you're on TikTok and you want to watch the 6 hours of Imola, you know where to be. Yeah, shut up, Root. You're useless. Couldn't organize a piss up in a brewery. GTA for 6 hours? Yep. We'll be in the mystery machine. The good old Stang. Captain Norris, I think, might have stabilized. Hold up. Purple first sector hit. Maybe opened up a little bit in that final sector there. New PB though, 11.4. Do I get solo in the Lexus, I think? The Lexus I've heard is very good right now. But yeah, I'm committing to the Stang. It's the Stang life for me. Whoa, hello. Norris's last lap time, let's see. Driver in front.
Norris just ahead. Push for the position. Okay, gap to the car in front. 5.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 8 laps old, and the time last lap, 1:11.5. Okay, so
oh, we were quicker.
1/10 a lap.
We were quicker than Lando Norris last lap. Has he burned up his tyres already? Has he possibly burned up those hard tires already? Not hard tires, sorry, soft tires. We did 11.8 that time around, so maybe he was faster again on that occasion, but the lap times are already starting to balance out a little bit. Come on. 5.5. Keep it on that gap. Need safety car for P1. The problem is if we get a safety car, there's a good chance Lando might box and put a new tire on. Whereas we can't do that. How did I miss one stop? I saw the softs to inters and then inter hard, which was the third. We did a second soft tire. We did soft to soft, then soft to inter, and then inter to hard. And that was our 3 stop done and dusted. Probably an easy one to miss if you stepped away for a moment. Come on. Although at this point, I have no idea if it'd be nice to have that extra stop or not. 16 to go. Half a 10 gap change, that's it. Yeah, we've got purple in the first sector there. Norris did just get a back marker into this chicane. He may have got a bit of DRS from it as well, though. Oh, yeah, he lost time for sure. That gap just went from 5.5 to 4.8. He definitely lost some time there. Come on. There is a huge wad of cars coming soon, though. Look at turn 1 to 2. There's a nice group of cars that we've got to try and have to... Ourselves and Norris have to try and navigate through. That will not be easy. We know that AI like to be kind of weird when it comes to being a back marker. And we have yellow flags at turn 3. That was one of the hearses that I think went around for a moment or something. But they are back to full speed. And that could have nearly been a safety car there. Verstappen drove the day, you reckon? To be fair, Norris, I think, went from P8 to P1 so far. I'd like to think he'll go back down to P2, but... Need a safety car for my prediction. Yeah. I think at this rate, there's no way we finish outside the podium unless there's a safety car or something. There are a few people pitting up here. Back markers, but... Wait, keep an eye on Lando for a second, chat. No, he's not pitting, okay. There is a lot of people in the lower groups pitting. I don't know why. Interesting. Anyone behind us pitting? Schumacher's in. Okay. That will drop him a good few places there, won't it? What happens if there's a red flag and a forced tire change? I mean, I don't think there's much we can really do about that, is there? We could probably bolt on an old tire. That's probably the best we can do in that situation, right? To try and keep it fair. But yeah, red flag is, yeah, nothing we can really do about that, unfortunately. I don't think it will let us go onto this current tire we're on, so... What about Alfonso? It's not a pit stop. I guess technically, yeah, it's not a pit stop, but it does count towards the like tire location and stuff, doesn't it? So I don't know. I guess that's up for debate.
Managing your tyres, manage your tyres.
But like I said, in a red flag situation, there's nothing I can do about that. So would have to let it slide. You need that W. I printed all my points. I'm trying. I promise. I'm trying. The Captain Norris actually increased a bit more again, isn't it? Back to 5 seconds. Verstappen is past Piastri. Ask about Norris. He's not ping again, if that's what you're wondering. He's staying out to the end on that tyre. How many seasons have you raced for this grids? This is season 2. So technically the 2027 season. Norris isn't getting or losing time. I think at the moment it's probably going quite back and forth. Is this talk about Istanbul returning true? I have seen nothing on it, so I can't comment. Depends who's reporting it. Bring back Sepang, man. They keep flirting with all these other tracks, but bring back Sepang and Hockenheim.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
I mean, we're still getting over Verstappen. That's good. 4.4 to Norris. That gap has come down this time. Schumacher 11.1. Wow. It's a good bit faster than us right now. I need F1 to go out to Germany. I feel like with us having like 2 German teams now as well with Mercedes and Audi, I think we kind of, I feel like we need a German Grand Prix, really, don't we? I'd like Hulkenberg to have one last rodeo somewhere as well, because I don't think Hulkenberg is going to be around in F1 for too much longer. So I'd like him to have one last rodeo back at, you know, Hockenheim or Nürburgring, whatever. I feel like I've got to play this smart and let Albon go here because he is much faster on that fresh tyre. I think if it goes for the overtake, I won't fight it. Have you not seen this day at Hockenheim? It's basically been taken up by the forests. Yeah, but aren't they... Didn't they recently get like a huge investment or something? And they're building like big hospitality units and stuff as well. .0 for Schumacher. He's a good second faster right now.
Okay, Schumacher's just set the fastest lap of the race.
I think Albon's going to get me down this next straight. Hopefully he just goes away and doesn't bother us. What tire is he on? Mediums, I think. I am not going to fight Albon here. I'm just going to let him go and hopefully he just disappears. I do not want the back markers messing around right now. Please go. Get out of here now. Go away. Please go away. 11 laps to go. 4.8 the gap to Norris. Do the bronze races? I do intend to. I'm doing the Spa Nights. I'm planning on doing. I did that yesterday. Nice. I think Albon's disappeared enough. Maybe. Perhaps. I got DRS, but I think he's far enough ahead. Nice. I mean, I'm pretty much always top split, Renault, so as long as you're top split most of the time as well, then we'll probably be on the same race. Fuel is good. Try to do that one, DRS. I don't think I can, unfortunately. His fresh tire is much quicker than mine. But as long as he goes away, then that's fine. It won't bother us. 5 seconds to Lando. Come on. I think Lando is currently being pressured by another back marker as well. So these back markers are causing a little bit of a problem. Box for softs, take the risk. Haven't got any left. We used up both our softs. And I don't think this will be as simple as it was in Monaco as well. Can we for Forza Horizon 5? I don't think anyone can. 10.8 for Russell. Yeah, Norris lost a lot of time there. He's lost a second. I think he's getting messed up by a back marker. Oh, shit. I'm getting messed up by brake bias. Gold 3, Interesting Racer. Yeah, I think it's most safe to say you will be top split. There's actually a very small percentage of players who are actually in gold right now, isn't there? Most are bronze, then a decent amount in silver, but not many are in gold at all. It's actually really difficult to get into gold. Oh, come on. Why am I fighting the car, man?
Okay, mate, we need to save up some ERA.
No!
Focus on charging it up, please.
Stop it! This is not a management phase of the Grand Prix right now, Mark. 3.6 to Norris. He's got 2 back markers on his ass right now. And I don't think they're getting past him. Come on. On to lap 63. Closing stages now, chat. Come on. Sauce might also be going off. Oh, definitely. Yeah, the softs are definitely starting to fade out, no doubt about it.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
I think we did... How many laps did we do? 26, I think? 27? And they hit 60% right towards the end, so Norris is definitely going to be in and around that area now. Or getting close to it at least. These back markers are literally not overtaking Lando. What am I seeing? It's crazy. They're just not passing him. Norris can get a puncture? Possible. Unlikely, but possible, I'd say. You got this, Renault. It's going to be close, yeah. Lap 64, 2.8 the gap. If Lando does win this, it'll be 3 wins in a row for Lando. We won the opening 4 race of the season. But Lando Norris won in Monaco. He won in Spain. He might be about to win here in Canada as well, unless we have something to say about it. I think it's safe to say it's going to be between one of ourselves or Lando who will win this race at this point, unless we get a safety car, obviously. But I think at this stage, probably quite unlikely we get a safety car. I don't know what lap times are fast anymore. I haven't played in about a week. In qualifying, I did a 19.8, so as long as you're faster than that, you're fine. That got me P7 as well. I think P1's lap time in my race yesterday was an 18.6, I think. Maybe a little bit higher. .1. Oh, the back markers are going for it. Hadjar is finally going for it, and he's passed him. And Norris is losing chunks of time because of this. 1.1 the gap. I think Norris might get DRS on Hajar, though, up this next straight. But we should also get DRS on Albon as we're sliding through the chicane. Even our tires aren't really feeling that good right now. 21% that rear left. Is Albon going to go for it? No, he's not. What up, Esteban? Albon's moving out the way for us. Oh, wow, okay. I thought it was going to try and pass Norris next straight, but instead he's moving out the way for ourselves. And we should have DRS here. We do. Norris, I don't think, has DRS, so we can get a bit closer here to Lando Norris, the 2025 World Champion. And now it's our turn to start putting some pressure on him. On to lap 66 we go. Come on. These back markers have done us a massive favor here. About damn time. Oh, look how slow he is through turn 2. He does not have much grip right now, does he? It's a little bit too far back at the moment, though. I think we'll probably have to do this down the last straight, I think. Oh, Norris almost smacking that rear right tyre into the wall. We'll definitely put the right tyres. Yeah, 100%. DRS won't open again on Lando Norris. Going to be too far back now, though. Like I said, we'll just wait for that last straight, and then we'll go for it there. Make sure we stay close enough, though. Albon's still lingering on the rear diffuser for ourselves. Come on. Oh, that wasn't a best exit. But we might be close enough still. Let's go. Down towards chicane. Here we go, Lando Norris. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Can we go for a move? Norris defends it. Round the outside we go. It's the chicane. We're too wide. We're through on Lando Norris. Big move in the final chicane. And we are into first place here in Canada. Big move. Let's go. Beautiful timing from Krim as well. You'll love to see it. Thank you for the raid, Krim. Appreciate it, my man. Hope you had a good stream. That was a Karim-inspired overtake, I'd say. Now we've got to make sure we break away that 1 second to Lando Norris. I mean, I think that soft tire is probably dead by now, isn't it? How's it going, Krim? How was the stream, man? Appreciate it, Raiden. Yeah, 1.8 already. I think he's getting harassed by a back marker now, too. That probably is nail on the coffin there, I'd say. Oh my days. Stream was fun. Love to see it. I'm guessing lobbies. Yeah, 23 and 20 on the rear tires. Whew. We can just relax a little bit now. Let's bring it home. We will stop Norris from bagging the hat trick. 25%ers. Should I ask how they were, or is it probably a safe guess, right? That's how it really went. The very average open lobby experience. Hey, no worries, Krim. Appreciate it, man. Enjoy your food. Almost 4-second gap after 1 lap. Yeah, I think the back markers really screwed over Norris there. But I mean, he was on the soft tire, you know. He was going to be quick at the start and eventually fade out, and that's exactly what we saw. In fact, he's being harassed by even more back markers now. Look at the track map. There's like 3 back markers on him right now. Oh, dear. This has not worked out for McLaren at all, has it? Let's push to the ends. Bro, why my eye itchy, man? Oh, this hay fever's getting me. Yeah, Norris has been on the softs for, like, I don't know, 25 laps at this point. It was a strange decision. I guess he might have used up all his tires, so he had no choice but to use softs, but it screwed him over. I did a 100% invitational in Wet Spa this week. I must be mad, like, all for 50 Bitcoin. 44 laps of Spa in the wet for 50 Bitcoin. That's like just over 1 Bitcoin per lap. That ain't worth it, bro. Try and complete the objective. Yeah, I should, to be fair, shouldn't I? I've got to get to 76% though. I don't know if I can. We're going to hit the harvesting limit in a second, so... see if we can do it. It's going up. Oh, no, we hit the limit. We were 5% away, rip.
We didn't get what we needed there, I'm afraid. But head down,
oh no.
And let's focus on the rest of the race.
Now we've got a back mark on us. Fuck. Here we go, chat. Final lap.
Final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
The very last lap here in Canada. What a crazy race this has been, man. But as long as we get through this lap nice and clean, we will return to winning ways here in Canada. We went winless in the last couple of races. We got a P3 in Spain, obviously. That pretty infamous DNF out in Monaco as well. But we are going to go back to the top spot here in Canada. Just survive Sector 3 and we're good. Through the hairpin we go. Gap to Norris is 4 seconds right now. He's still being harassed by the back markers, but I think he'll be all right. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The 3-stop challenge was successful. We made it work. It was not easy whatsoever. We were really made to work for that one. Oh my God.
Okay, some information on Norris. Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
What? Did I win? Oh my God.
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again because it's victory for Max Verstappen.
Oh my God.
It's not every day that we get to see such incredible wheel-to-wheel racing. Next time, they might consider making it
Chat, I swear to God, I was not clip. I swear on my entire life, that was not a clip farm. I swear on my entire generations of ancestry, that was not a clip farm. I genuinely fucked it.
And what a day it's been for these 3 drivers. Time for the podium celebrations. Time for our drivers to celebrate.
At least we still got a podium. Maybe.
There can only be one on the top step.
I cannot believe I just fucking did that.
Max Verstappen.
Brother! I think my commentating distracted me, dead ass.
But with more races lined
I mean,
be sure to join us when
does that count as a Wall of Champion?
More Formula 1.
Does that count as a Wall of Champion hit? Yeah, I know we killed Lando. I know we did. I don't know if that counts as a Wall of Champion, though, because we didn't really hit the wall on the right-hand side. I lost the car over the curb. Oh my God, I can't believe I just fucking did that. We just threw away the easiest win ever. Oh my days, bruv. Ain't no way. I don't want to look at the replay. I'm scared to look at the replay. I can't believe I just fucking did that. I deadass cannot believe I just did that. Top driver was getting points. Yeah, but Schumacher got more than us, though. Holy shit, this is so much spamming. it was just slightly too much throttle. Oh, dude, that is horror. Yo, that's bad, bro. Yo, that is bad. We are so damn lucky that didn't retire us, by the way. We only got a 10-second for that. I mean, like, what am I supposed to do after I've spun, though? What do I do from this situation? Do I just sit there and get disqualified? Like, what do I do? Like, I'm obviously, like, not blaming the AI for crashing into me. Like, obviously, yeah, the rejoin's bad, but I don't know what to do in that situation. You don't go onto racing line, that's for sure. Technically, I didn't go onto racing line, though. Technically. Well, I guess I did a little bit. Yeah, I guess I did. I guess I did go on the racing line. Yeah, no, I definitely on the racing line. The idea, what I wanted to do was back up a little bit to spin it back to the right, but I kind of went a bit further back than I intended to. But like, if I reverse a little bit, it's gonna seem like a lot because it's a fairly narrow part of the track as well. Like, I don't know. It wasn't my intention to, like, hit Lando. Bruh. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. I mean, Lando does know what it's like to DNF down this straight, though, doesn't he? So at least he's got experience with that. He ain't gonna be too emotionally distraught by it, surely. The thing, actually, you know what? Lando might still get points. Wait, hang on. No, he didn't get points. Okay, never mind. He still finished P16, though. He still finished ahead of, like, many other drivers who did actually finish the race. He still got classified, just not in a very good position. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That will do it for the Canadian Grand Prix, and we have thrown away the easiest win we will probably ever do. Verstappen wins the Canadian Grand Prix. Schumacher in second. We finished P3. We should have won that race. We get a 10-second penalty. We did cross the line first, but unfortunately, yeah, Verstappen and Schumacher caught up plenty to the point where they got by us. So, yeah, we'll finish P3 for the second race in a row. George Russell in P4, Piastri P5, Stroll, Sainz, Hulkenberg, Perez in the points. We got Cadillac in the points, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. There's some positive for the day. Kimi Antonelli also finishes P10 as well and rounds out all the point scorers as well. And, yeah, Leclerc and Hamilton both the DNFs for today. Technically Lando as well, I guess, but he was classified. But, yeah, we'll have to show DNF. 40... It wasn't 23. It was 49, I think, or something. It was fairly late on. In terms of the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors' Championship, technically, we did actually open up the gap a little bit to second place. We went into this race 21 points ahead of someone, I think, and now it's 34. So technically, it did kind of work out a little bit, but maybe not to the extent I expected it to. But we're on 34 points ahead of Michael Schumacher right now. Lando Norris in third on 99. Leclerc down in fourth on 92. Piastri, Verstappen, Hamilton, Russell, Sainz, and Hulkenberg all in that top 10 as well. Verstappen finally getting that win he's been waiting for this season. Constructors' Championship-wise, we are 51 points ahead of McLaren, Audi in third, Aston Martin fourth, Red Bull in fifth, Mercedes, Williams, Alpine, Haas, and now Cadillac finally scoring points. They get a couple points today and are now 10th in the Constructors' Championship. The only team yet to score a point is Racing Bull. Ladies and gentlemen, what a calamity of an ending to the Canadian Grand Prix. We finished P3. We should have bloody won that, man. Should have won it. Unbelievable. I tell you what, I want to see my POV of this because I want to see my throttle usage. The 3-stop challenge was successful. We made it work. It was not easy whatsoever. We were really made to work for that one. Oh my God.
Okay, some information on Norris. Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked.
Bro, couldn't believe what he just did. The 3-stop challenge. I just got too aggressive on the throttle. Was successful. We made it work. It was not easy whatsoever. We were really made to work for that one. Oh my God. Oh my God, bruh.
Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked.
The 10-second happened as it hit you, not wasting no time. I mean, I think it's valid, to be fair. I think it's valid. The 3-stop challenge one more time. Was successful. We made it work. It was not easy whatsoever. We were really made to work for that one. Oh my God.
Okay,
Unbelievable.